It's time for high school basketball. Each week, Fox Sports Spartanburg brings you live play-by-play coverage of the biggest games in our listening area. Let's go live to the arena and join our crew here on Spartanburg's exclusive home for high school basketball. Fox Sports 1400 and 98.3 FM.
Welcome in on a Tuesday evening here live from Chesnee High School. Glad you could join us tonight. We are getting set for some basketball. Football has been a great, fun year, but believe it or not, it's over just like that. It's time for some round ball, basketball time. And like I said, we're live from Chesnee High School as we get set for Broome at Chesnee. Varsity boys will take shape in just a few moments. 2:50 left in the girls' game right now as Broome leads Chesnee 45-33. And then after that, we will have the boys' game live right here on 98.3 Fox Sports 1400. Hi, I'm Cole Bryson, joined by Mitch the Intern is his radio station name. We'll call him Matt tonight on the broadcast because that is his real name. Mitch, Matt, whatever your name is, good to have you in. I know we don't call you Matt often, but it's good to be here. Good to have you on some on the call for some basketball.
Yeah, you might actually confuse me a little bit.
Yeah.
When you say Matt, I might, pause for a second because I'm used to it by Mitch now.
That's right.
That's the way it is at the radio station.
Everybody's called you Mitch the Intern, so that's what everybody knows you by. And I might confuse everybody by calling you Matt. They'll think we got a new employee or a new intern. So Mitch the Intern, his real name is Matt. I'll call him Matt from the rest of the time tonight. So Cole Bryson, Matt Castillo joining us, or joining in about 2 minutes and 13 seconds is when we'll get ready for the boys' broadcast. But we have a good matchup on our hands tonight here live from Chesnee High School. The Broome Centurions coming into town here at Chesnee. The Chesnee Eagles are a little bit of a interest story right now with the way their team is. They have some injuries. They're battling a guy or one of their players is suspended, so they're without all their horses right now. But I still think, Matt, that this is going to be a good game between a talented Broome squad. I was walking through their locker room a minute ago talking to their head coach, and they've got some big old boys. So I think this is going to be a good matchup tonight between Chesnee and Broome.
Yeah, it should be a great matchup. It's a good matchup to start our basketball coverage.
Absolutely.
With. And by the way, we are very excited to be out covering high school basketball in Spartanburg. We'll be doing that throughout the year. Many more games to come. So here at Chesnee and Broome is our first matchup. And it should be a fun one.
It will. It absolutely will. We'll have rosters for you, all the players that you'll hear tonight, starting lineups as well. In a football broadcast, you don't really go over the entire roster because it'd be boring radio. Yeah. But you can do that with basketball because some of these guys only have 10, 15 on the roster. So we'll tell you who's going to be playing for Broome, who's going to be playing for Chesnee. We'll talk about both squads. We'll kind of preview, set up the game. But like I said, before we take a break, the girls' game right now is going on here at Chesnee High School. Broome right now has pulled away from the Chesnee girls. It's 49-35, a minute 44 to go in this girls' matchup. You've got Cole Bryson, Mitch the Intern with you tonight here on Fox Sports 1400 as we're getting set for Broome at Chesnee. Varsity boys basketball on the other side. We'll preview both teams, the Broome Centurions and the Chesnee Eagles. We'll take a break, come back live from Chesnee High School.
Did you know South Carolina's largest photo shop is located right here in Spartanburg? Spartan Photo Center on Garner Road features 6,000 square feet of cameras, lenses, backpacks, and bags. Spartan Photo Center also has a full-service photo lab. Imagine a picture of your favorite football player on a calendar, a t-shirt, a mug, or whatever. What a great gift idea. Everything photo is at Spartan Photo Center, now at 108 Garner Road. Visit them online at SpartanPhotoCenter.com.
Chris Foster puts both his first and last name on his business, and that means something. Chris Foster Heating and Air has served Spartanburg for over a decade. If you need repair work or installation on any heating or air system for your home or business, need gas logs and major gas appliance work, or a water heater or space heaters, call the guy that uses both his first and last names. Chris Foster Heating and Air at 707-2343. And because things can need repair at any time, there's no upcharge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Chris Foster Heating and Air, 707-2343.
When looking for the perfect pizza, go where the locals go. When looking for the perfect pizza that can feed the entire football-watching world, you can't top Pizza Perfect. You know about Pizza Perfect's fabulous pizza using fresh, hand-picked ingredients. But folks in Inman and Boiling Springs can now feed the masses with Pizza Perfect's giant 24 and 26-inch pies. So who's coming over to watch the game? Everybody. Pizza Perfect delivers. Call 578-2003. That's 578-2003. Pizza Perfect, 2 miles shy of Lake Bowen on Highway 9.
If you're looking to buy a home in District 7 or on Spartanburg's east side, or if you are selling a home, Kevin Miller with Keller Williams Realty wants to help. Kevin Miller with Keller Williams Realty has listings in District 7 right now. And if you are selling your home, Kevin specializes in netting you the maximum amount of money for your property. Contact Kevin today at 864-266-3242 or find out more online at kevinmiller.kw.com. Kevin Miller, your Keller Williams Realty agent in Spartanburg.
Our website is SpartanburgSportsRadio.com.
Welcome back into Chesnee High School. We are in the gymnasium, the beautiful, newly renovated the past couple of years. It's been, actually, it still looks brand new. I mean, the way they've done a great job here at Chesnee High School with their gym. And we are live from Chesnee High School, where in just a few moments we will be bringing you Chesnee Broome basketball, Broome at Chesnee, if you will, right here on 98.3 FM. Cole Bryson, Mitch with us tonight. Mitch, the intern. Mitch, I told you I wasn't going to call you Mitch, and I've already called you Mitch twice, so we're off to a good start. But, Mitch, this Broome team comes in here facing a Chesnee team, and let's fast forward to last week, where at Broome, Chesnee came to town, and Broome handled Chesnee pretty well. I've talked to both coaches, Coach Ben Martin for Broome, Coach Andy Pitt for Chesnee, and that was a game, Mitch, where Chesnee came in and got into foul trouble early, was unable to get anything going. And when you look at Chesnee, we'll preview them in just a little in a minute and tell you what kind of team they are, but they're not a high-scoring team. So when you get in foul trouble, it doesn't help your cause. This is a very good Broome team we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, you will just look over, you can see the size and the length that they have. That can be a problem for this Chesnee squad. And they, when you look at the first few games so far this season, they challenged themselves. They played a very good Dorman team to open up this season. They played a Bowling Springs team. So going upper in region. So they already have that experience of playing some big-time basketball programs. So it's going to be interesting to see what Chesnee can do to kind of slow up some of these big guys.
That's right. They have a lot of size, and when you talk to Coach Martin, it's kind of funny because when you look at a basketball team, by the way, final score girls game 55-37, Broome Lady Centurions on top. When you look at this Broome basketball team, Mitch, you see a lot of size, and immediately, especially if you're an old school basketball guy, you think, well, they've got a lot of size in the post. Not the case for Broome. Coach Ben Martin talked about how his size is really more on the wings. They have versatile wing players that can play down low, but also play out on the wings a little bit. They've got guys on their roster who are pretty sky high. 6'6" David Miller, 6'5" Keontae O'Fair. Those two guys right there, as well as Josiah Cromer. Those guys are 6'4" above. Hayden Wooten is 6'4", so they got a lot of height. And you immediately think, well, they're going to be a team that likes to shoot down low and make their money on the glass. They can, but they also shoot a lot of three-point baskets, and they're very good at that. So this Broome team is a team that's really built for playing teams that they can man on the outside, because when Broome wants to go against a team like Chesnee, they've got to feel good because of the scoring they have. The Broome can score. I'm not saying defense is a weakness, but Broome's, in my opinion, one of their strengths is scoring. They're good at that, and they have a lot of quickness on their squad as well. So, Mitch, as you see him come out right here in front of us, what do you like about this Broome team?
Well, for one thing, you look on their roster, somebody we're very familiar with from high school football season, Jarius Jeter.
Yeah.
Very athletic. He's on the basketball team. And what I see, we talked about the size, but these guys are not just guys that sit in the lane. They're athletic, And that can be an issue for teams with these big guys going in transition because they can get it done not just inside the lane but outside the lane, which makes it very, very difficult to contain some of these big guys.
Good point. So Broome is a team that likes to get up and down the court. They're not a team like Chapman that will full court press you the entire game and sub 5 in and 5 out, but they are a team that likes to get up and down the court. They have a lot of speed, a lot of size. Now, let's go to the Chesnee Eagles, the homestanding Eagles, coached by Andy Pitt. Andy Pitt has been kind enough to talk to us this week and kind of get us briefed on what's about to go down. They have 6 seniors and 6 juniors. They are, the only thing I will say first is they're not at full health. They're not at full strength right now. They got a couple of guys injured. One of their best scorers, actually their best scorer, and Nate Lamb isn't playing due to some disciplinary issues. So Nate Lamb is not in the lineup, and he's their best scorer, as I said. You've got a point guard who's hurt. And talking to Coach Pitt yesterday, he is playing this game tonight without a true point guard. So anytime you don't have a true point guard who can really handle the ball well, it hurts your team from the get-go.
Yeah, as a former point guard who actually played for Coach Pitt.
How about that?
Back when he was the JV coach at Burns High School. You're not having a point guard. Point guard's one of the most important positions on the floor. They're basically the quarterback. They drive the offense. And when things aren't going right offensively, usually it's a point guard that kind of steers them back in the right direction. So without having a true point guard, somebody is going to have to step up, but it makes it very, very difficult to get offense going without a point guard.
Well, in a very, very tough region that Chesnee's in, you look at this team and you say, what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses? I think the glaring weakness is Chesnee cannot shoot the three-point ball well. They only had one three-pointer, if you will, in their last contest versus Union down in Union. Last time they played Broome, they were unable to get a three-pointer at all. So when you go against a team like Broome who can shoot the three ball, likes to score, in your Chesnee, it doesn't make a coach like Andy Pitt feel good because you know that they're going to score and you know that you can't match a 3 with a 2 unless you just make every possession. So that's the weakness this Chesnee team has. Defensively would be their strength. They're a very good defensive ball team, especially in the post. They set up these tough teams in non-region to help them in the regular season, Mitch, like we talk about in football. But when you see this Chesnee team play, you'll notice that their defense is very disciplined. Coach Pitt does a great job with that, being a disciplined basketball coach. And I think this is a good matchup. The only thing I will say is these two teams are playing out of region right now, and Broome may win both of them, but I'd like to see them both when they're at full strength with Nate Lamb and other guys for Chesnee like Ahmad Smith and Kane Alexander and some other players that are very important to these Eagles. And I think that if they had that full squad, it may be a little bit closer. But, hey, you never know in basketball. I was talking to one of the assistant coaches, Coach Tony, earlier for Chesnee. We got to, both teams have to show up. If you don't show up, you never know what can happen. And Coach Tony was talking about that three-point shooting for Chesnee. And Coach Tony, an assistant coach here at Chesnee, has been around a long, long time. And, he was telling me earlier, hey, he said, Cole, I'm old school. He said, I like to get down in the post and get, points off the glass. But I said, Coach, in today's game, don't you think you have to have threes? And he said, there's no doubt. He said, especially against a team like Broome, we've got to have some three-point shots, and that's just not a strength on their team right now.
And speaking of the three-point shooting, you mentioned they didn't make a 3 at all the last time we played them. But another thing to keep in mind is with this Broome team's height, the length that they have out on the perimeter to get out and contest those shots. So I think for an offense that struggles to get going a little bit, I think it's important to see Chesnee kind of have an up-tempo offense. Try to get out in transition, because out in transition is when you get some of those wide-open 3 looks or an easy layup or something going toward the basket.
I asked Coach Pitt, Coach, what do you have to do differently this week in order to get the victory against Broome that you didn't do last week? Well, 2 things immediately, he said. One, they got in foul trouble early last week, did the Eagles against Broome. They came out, and when you get in foul trouble and you're limited in your personnel, it automatically puts you behind the 8 ball. So this Coach Pitt Chesnee Eagles team tonight has got to stay out of foul trouble. And he said, number 2, Coach Tony told me the same thing. They've got to control the ball. Try not to force turnovers. Try not to force shots. What Broome's going to do is they're going to run the floor. They're going to force you to try to get up tempo with them. Yep. But you've got to slow it down, play your game. And Coach Pitt feels like if they play their game, they have a shot.
Yeah, you don't want the other team, especially on your home court, to come in and control the tempo of the game. You don't want to speed up, because that's what they're trying to make you do. You have to play your game in your home crowd, not let them take the crowd out of the game either.
I talked about Chesnee's defense. I want to touch on Broome's defense real quick. When Broome scores, I talked to Coach Martin, and Coach Pitt said the same thing for Chesnee. When Broome scores the basketball, they immediately turn around and kind of to play in a 1-2-2 press where the point guard will pick you up at the free throw line and the other two guys will follow. So when Broome scores, expect them to turn around and press you as soon as they score the basketball. Now, Chesnee's not going to do the same thing, but Broome's going to try to turn around and press you from the get-go, and I think that's going to have an impact on this Chesnee game tonight.
Yeah, I've seen that press several times when I played, but one of the most important things is do not get trapped in the corner. You have to keep the basketball towards the middle of the floor to break apart that press. If they get to the corner, that's going to be some chaos for them. That's when turnovers are going to happen, and it's going to lead to easy buckets for this Broome squad.
We'll take a break, come back. We will go over starting lineups. On the other side, 8:15 remaining until tip here at Chesnee High School. The Broome Centurions are in town where they defeated Chesnee last week 58-40. We'll have a rematch tonight on 98.3 FM.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Cliff Gobert in Spartanburg focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house, insurance, or life without having to give up college, insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Cliff Gobert at 597-1200 and put the life back in life insurance.
Lunchtime is come and gone for today, but there'll be another lunchtime tomorrow, and that's where Bubba's Barbecue and Bash comes in. Bubba's has ribs for lunch every day. Bubba's also has great burgers, pulled pork, calabash chicken, all of your favorite sides, and some of the best sauce around. Sure, you're hungry now. Hang in. Lunchtime tomorrow will be here before you know it. Bubba's Barbecue and Bash, 827 West Blackstock Road, just a half mile from Westgate Mall. Have lunch at Bubba's tomorrow or dinner there tonight.
Larry's Trophies and Awards is Spartanburg's #1 choice for trophies, medals, award plaques, keepsakes, and promotional items. For over 25 years as a family-run business, Larry's Trophies has helped teams, athletic departments, and businesses design the perfect award for those who get the job done or deserve a pat on the back. See their complete catalog online at larrystrophies.com or stop in at 1232 Boiling Springs Road. Larry's Trophies, so good, they should give themselves an award.
This is KB for Animal Allies. In a cold world, it breaks my heart to see stray dogs and cats on the loose, knowing that any moment they could, well, you know the rest. Animals need all the help they can get. They need an ally, and Animal Allies is just the place to offer that help. Animal Allies is the best low-cost spay and neuter clinic in the upstate. Don't overpay to help fix Spartanburg's stray animal problem. Animal Allies makes doing the right thing affordable. Asheville Highway in Spartanburg, or visit online at animalalliesclinic.org.
This is Dan Patrick, and you're listening to Spartanburg's Fox Sports 1400.
High school basketball coming your way on Fox Sports 1400, now on FM at 98.3. Football season is behind us. Basketball season is here, and our coverage here at Fox Sports 1400 will be just as good as it was during football season. Hope you can join us each week. We will have a game for you right here on 98.3, and we'll have every county team broadcasted live. So let's go over some starting lineups, Mitch, for the Broome Centurions. You've got number 3, Khalil Stringer, 6'1 junior. Number 4, David Miller, a 6'6 senior for the Centurions. Number 10, Jansen Reeder, 5'9 senior. Number 15, Jarius Jeter, 6'1 senior. And number 20, your 6'4 big man, if you will, Hayden Wooten. He is a sophomore, just a sophomore for these Centurions. So when you look at this starting five, you got to feel good about what you got on the floor.
Athleticism is one thing that stands out. Just even watching them right now warm up.
They're good.
Yeah, they got some athletes on this Broome squad. So I expect them to, try to pressure Chesnee, get out and run, and have fun out there playing together and playing exciting basketball.
For the Eagles, starters, number 1, Terrence Duran. He's a 5'8 senior for the Eagles. Also, number 3, Desmond Tate, 5'10 junior. Number 5, Mari Phillips. He's a 6'3 senior on the squad. Number 12, Dawson Williamson, 5'6 senior. And then you have number 33, Malik Busby, a 6-foot junior. Those are your starters for the Chesnee Eagles. A quick note on Chesnee. We talked about some of the guys that were hurt and some of the guys that were sitting due to some disciplinary issues. Excuse me. But they have also called up a JV player, number 22, Elijah Means. He's 6'2", a freshman, so he'll see some time tonight as well, because when you're in a situation where you've got 3 guys out, 2 of those starters, and you need any help you can get.
Especially if they get into foul trouble again.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go deep into your bench. We mentioned before, but they don't really have a true point guard, so somebody is going to have to step up. And the good thing about this Chesnee team is that they have a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors. They have the experience, so I think they should be all right with that.
I want to thank Alex back in the Beacon Drive-In studios for running the board for us tonight. We will have an interview with the winning head coach following the contest here at Chesnee High School. And again, I want to say thank you to Chesnee High School and the administration, athletics, Coach Pitt, and Bill Owens and everybody here for letting us be here tonight, because this is a great setup. We're set up courtside and right in front of the action, a beautiful gymnasium. If you've never been to Chesnee's gym, it's something special, and I think we're going to have a good game tonight. Nice crowd starting to file in midway through the girls' game, and now I think we're going to have a good crowd for the boys' game. 2:57 to go. We'll take one more final break, and we'll have tip-off on the other side. Fox Sports 1400 now on FM at 98.3.
Business owners, have product or material you need moved, shipped, stored? Upstate Logistics in Spartanburg has the expertise in transportation and warehousing you're looking for in Spartanburg County and beyond. For over a decade, Upstate Logistics has provided businesses with storage and logistics services, including inbound and outbound rail shipments. Upstate Logistics, proud to be a part of our community, serving Spartanburg County and beyond since 2005. Upstate Logistics, keeping your business and inventory moving forward. To find out more, visit upstatelogistics.com. That's upstatelogistics.com.
When can bull be a good thing? Let me tell you about the right kind of bull. Bull that can be trusted. Bull that puts you in good hands. So what kind of bull actually works for you? How about the Rocky Bull Allstate Insurance Agency in Inman? Rocky has lived in the upstate his entire life and is ready to put you in good hands, protecting you and your family with life, home, and auto insurance. And that's no bull. Well, wait, yes, it is bull, but good bull. Rocky Bull Allstate Insurance, Asheville Highway in Inman. Proud sponsor of our High School Player of the Week. Get the bull you need today. Call Rocky, 473-0509.
What makes a great downtown area perfect? A great ice cream shop in downtown Spartanburg now has Dottie's Toffee. Dottie's Toffee is located in the heart of downtown and features super premium ice cream flavors, including Charleston Sea Turtle and Dottie's Toffee ice cream, made with Dottie's delicious toffee, made right there in the store before your eyes, using Dot Smith's original recipe. Order Dottie's Toffee for a great holiday gift. Look for the Blue Awning downtown at 155 West Main Street in Spartanburg. Dottie's Toffee, making downtown even better.
Parents often face sticker shock when they research the cost of college. The average in-state public college costs $20,800 per year, and private schools average over $45,000. Are you prepared to help your child go to college? Trent Lancaster can help you set up a college savings account. Call Trent at 864-585-8282 or visit TrentLancaster.com. Kenny Montgomery Scott LLC, member FINRA, NYSE, and SIPC.
Hear Fox Sports 1400 anytime, anywhere. Visit our website at SpartanburgSportsRadio.com to listen live now.
Back here at Chesnee High School, where both teams have been introduced, and I believe we are set up, ready to roll for high school basketball. 31 seconds on the clock, but I think we're going to go ahead and roll that into a 0 as the Centurions of Broome have made their way onto the court. Chesnee Eagles getting one last word from Coach Pitt, and both teams are ready to roll. Chesnee dressed in their all home white tonight. Broome coming in a beautiful all away gold, if you will, with blue trim. We'll have number 4 for Broome, David Miller, and number 3 for Chesnee, Desmond Tate, to tip. Here we go. Live from Chesnee High School. Here's the tip. Won by the Centurions in the hands of Desmond Tate. Tate brings it across the half-court line, kicks it right side to Mahaffey. Mahaffey back to Tate. Tate top of the key. Guarded out by Shippey, who comes out quickly. Excuse me, that's Williamson who comes out. Broome has the ball. That's Stringer, top of the key, kicks left side. David Miller lets one go from three-point range. No good. Chesnee with the rebound. And here come the Eagles in a hurry, trying to get a little fast. Tate comes down the floor, throws it to Terrence Duran, who shoots a floater from the free throw line. It goes in, so Chesnee strikes first. And here come the Centurions. Stringer right wing, kicks to the top of the key to Reeder. Reeder looking back to Stringer. Stringer guarded tightly by Phillips for Chesnee. Across the court now. Down low in the paint. A wide open layup up. The first one's no good, but the second one is good from number 15, Jarius Jeter. The senior gets the Centurions on the board. We're all tied up at 2 with 7:03 to go in the first quarter. Here's that 1-2-2 press being shown by the Centurions. Chesnee still hadn't got it across. Here's a steal. Broome's got it. They kick it back out. There's a fight for it, and Broome's going to end up with the ball. Passing in the down low. Centurions have it on the right wing. Khalil Stringer kicks it up to the top of the key to Reeder. Reeder back to Stringer on the right wing, right in front of Coach Pitt and the Chesnee bench, working around the perimeter to David Miller on the left wing, back across to Stringer. Centurions slowing it down for the first time in this ball game as we're all knotted up at 2. Stringer passes to Miller, left side. Miller dribbles towards the top of the key, picked up by Williamson, back down to the left baseline. Inside, trying to force a pass, and it's going to be stolen now. A loose ball, and Broome's going to come up with it. Great ball handling by the Centurions. Reeder has it top of the key, kicks to Stringer, lets a three-pointer go, and it is good. Khalil Stringer gets a three-pointer, first one of the game for both teams, and here comes the press once again. Chesnee was unable to get out of the press last time. They do get it across half court this time. Terrence Duran kicks it down to the right baseline to Desmond Tate. Back inside, Busby off the glass. Not tonight. So 5-2 remains the score, as that one was no good. Loose ball. Chesnee's going to come up with it. Following the Broome turnover, a three-pointer up and no good from number 3, Desmond Tate. Broome Centurions ball moving from right to left here in the Chesnee Gymnasium. Quick pass down low in the paint, shot up and no good from number 20, Hayden Wooten. I believe there was a foul called and a fast-paced start by both teams, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, we just seen Broome be able to knock down a three, but the Chesnee Eagles played pretty good defense there. It's just too many times they couldn't get a hold possession, and then they were able to hit a three. Inbounding it are the Centurions. David Miller has it. He kicks a Stringer. Right baseline. Three-pointer is the air ball. Put back shot is good from Jarius Jeter. So the Centurions are up 7-2 on top of Chesnee, and they are pressing as they have been all game. We talked about that pregame 1-2-2 press coming out. Busby has it, kicks it to Williamson. Dawson Williamson drives the baseline. His layup is no good, but he does get the foul. That was a good job right there, quickly advancing the ball up through that the press and able to get a good angle going to the basket there to draw the foul, Williamson. 5:13 to go in the first period. 7-2 is the score. Dawson Williamson, the 5'6" senior, at the line for the Eagles. First shot does find the hole. The climb back within 4 do the Eagles. Williamson getting set for his second attempt. It hits off the back of the rim, no good. Centurions get the rebound, trying to push it up the floor in a hurry. David Miller has it on the right wing, passes down low. Wooten gets it back to Miller. Miller thought about a three, instead drives, and they're going to call an offensive charge on number 4, David Miller, for the Centurions. Good call there, I believe. Good call right there, sliding in there. Excellent job. Coach Ben Martin not happy about that call. Trying to get an explanation. Chesnee inbounding. Broome is pressing. Williamson gets it in to Tate. Desmond Tate brings it up the floor for the Centurions. They're trapped, and the Centurions are trying to get this ball back. Doing a good job. Are the Eagles? A shot down low. The shot is no good from number 2, Zeke Blackwell, but he will go to the free throw line. Yeah, he just checked in and quickly got right into the action. Did a good job of getting right underneath the basket. And once the ball got advanced up, they had nobody back there. Coach Pitt's got to like that. As soon as he brings a man in, like you said, Mitch, he has one at the line, and the first one is good from Blackwell. So it is now 7-4, 4:51 to go in the first period. Both teams off to a fast-paced start, if you will. Blackwell's second shot is up and no good. Centurions get the rebound. David Miller gives it to Khalil Stringer, who's up court in a blink of an eye. Coast-to-coast layup, no good. Rebound goes to the Eagles, but it falls back in the hands of Stringer. Coming our way now. Stringer corrals it, has it near the left wing, kicks left side, left baseline, three-pointer up and good from Jarius Jeter. And the Centurions pull out to a 10-4 lead with 4:30 to go. Here the Eagles come, breaking the press. Nice pass down low, layup, pump fake. I believe the pump fake delayed the shot, no good. But the Eagles do get the rebound. Mari Phillips has it top of the key, trying to get some offense going. He gives it to Dawson Williamson. Dawson Williamson trying to move to the right wing, passes right baseline to Jamari Phillips. Phillips kicks it right baseline to Tate. Back to Phillips.
Both Tate and Phillips on the right side. Back to Hoffman, top of the key. Now over to Duren. Working on the left side are the Eagles. Tate has it. Kicking it down to the baseline, trying to work inside. Shot up and no good from Zeke Blackwell. They do get the rebound. Zeke goes back up. Put back shot no good. Off the glass again. It falls this time tipped in from number 3, Desmond Tate. 4-point ball game. Broome bringing it up court. Chesnee driving back into a zone. David Miller has the ball on the right wing. A cross-court pass to Khalil Stringer. Three-pointer from Stringer, no good. Broome firing away early from behind the arc, and here come the Eagles, slowly bringing it down court. Terrence Duren passes right wing to Desmond Tate. Desmond Tate looking for somebody down low. He's going to have to give it back up to Maury Phillips at the top of the key. Maury Phillips inside pass to the free throw line. Ball loose. Eagles come up with it. Shot blocked at the goal. Put back shot from Zeke Blackwell is good, and Zeke came off the bench and has been a force down low for the Chesnee Eagles. Doing a good job so far. Jansen Reeder has the ball top of the key for the Centurions. They have a 2-point lead with 2:55 to go in the first. Working on the outside of the perimeter now. Chesnee defense has tightened. Shot down low, blocked by guess who? Zeke Blackwell, who has had a great performance here in the first period. And the Chesnee Eagles are looking to tie it up. Desmond Tate, right wing, slowing things down, kicks to the top of the key to Williamson. Williamson passes over left side to Phillips. Back to Williamson now, inside to Blackwell, back out. Tate thought about a three. Gives it back to Dawson. Dawson drives. He gets the shot and the bucket. A little excitement from Dawson Williamson as they have a chance to claim the lead for the first time.
It's a nice attack right there, and that's where you want to break down the zone, is getting the ball towards the middle. It collapsed, and a great job with the finish and taking the contact.
Knotted up at 10. The Chesnee Eagles were down, have come back, and now they have a chance to take the lead. Dawson Williamson, senior for these Eagles, lets the free throw fly. It hits the back of the rim, and it comes right out. And here come the Centurions now, tied up at 10. Reeder has it. That's Jansen Reeder, the senior for the Centurions, slowing it down, looking back to Coach Martin. Get the play call in. He's going to pass right side to Stringer, who rolls up to the top of the key. Martin falls inside, back out to Reeder. Reeder drives, kicks down low, shot blocked by Zeke Blackwell, who's having a heck of a first quarter, and Zeke gets the ball and is called with a foul, and you can hear the Chesnee student section getting a little excited behind us as Zeke Blackwell has come off the bench 6'4", and provided a spark for these Eagles. Coach Pitt telling Dawson Williamson to slow it down. He brings it into the front court. Kicks right side to Desmond Tate. Desmond Tate, right baseline to Phillips. Back to Williamson now, top of the key. Williamson drives out to Blackwell. The big man shoots a three-pointer off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes to the Centurions. Here comes Stringer in a hurry. One-on-one. Now the crowd catches up, but it doesn't matter. Stringer goes coast to coast, lays it in. 2 points for the Centurions. And they can attack so quickly. Chesnee trying to come and answer now as they are trailing by 2. A minute and a half to go in the first period. Shot airballed by Blackwell, and here come the Centurions once again. Stringer brings it into the front court, going coast to coast again. Shot blocked by Blackwell, out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Chesnee. Broome will retain possession. 12-10 is the score. Broome on top. Khalil Stringer will inbound the pass for the Centurions. Stringer throws it up, and it's going to be picked off, if you will, by the Chesnee Eagles. Here comes Tate in a hurry, coast to coast. Shot no good, but a block was called. So Tate, Desmond Tate, will have a chance to tie this ball game up. Desmond Tate at the free throw line for Coach Pitt.
Chesnee's got to hit their free throws. So far, just 1 of 5. Now 1 of 6.
Good stat there, as the first one is no good. 1 of 6 at the free throw line are the Eagles, and now they are 1 of 7. Not a good statistic in the first period at the free throw line. They're called free. You got to get those, as you said, Mitch, and they have been unable to do so. Here come the Centurions now. Reeder has it, top of the key. He kicks right side to Stringers. He thought about a three. Good defense by the Eagles, keeping him outside. Back to Reeder, top of the key. Floats it down low in the traffic, and somehow Keontae O'Fair comes away with it. Centurions working it around now. Number 10, Jansen Reeder drives the baseline, back out. Shot, fair, is no good. Coach Pitt wants a travel, and I believe he got one. Well, Chesnee will get the ball, but, Mitch, I don't believe it was a travel on Broome. I think it was an offensive foul.
I don't think he ever had possession of the ball.
I don't think so either. Under a minute to play. It's 12-10. Broome on top. Chesnee with possession now. Dawson Williamson working it at the point. He kicks it down low to Busby, who is trapped by 3 Centurions, and a foul is going to be called against Khalil Stringer for Broome. So that'll put Malik Busby, a junior for the Eagles, at the free throw line. A chance to tie it up here in the first. Busby's free throws off the glass, no good. Putback shot is no good from Zeke Blackwell. Chesnee somehow gets it, now turns it over. Broome has the ball coming up court in a hurry. Comes Jansen Reeder. Reeder kicks it to Stringer, left wing, three-pointer no good. Rebound goes to the Centurions. Khalil Stringer gets the ball back, drives the paint. Layup good, and the foul. So Khalil Stringer will go to the free throw line. Broome trying to pull away late first quarter.
Yeah, right now it's Chesnee that doesn't have an answer for Stringer or Jarius Jeter. Both of them combined for the 14 points you see up here. Both have 7 apiece.
How about that? Stringer and Jeter are the 2 horses so far tonight for the Centurions. Khalil Stringer's first free throw is good. That's his only one. 15 seconds to go. It's a 5-point ball game. 15-10. Centurions on top. Dawson Williamson brings the ball up court. 9 on the clock. He kicks it to Mahaffey. Mahaffey left wing, loses the ball. Ball's in traffic. Chesnee comes out with it, trying to get it back to Hoffman. 2 on the clock. Hoffman's going to drive. Gets it off in time, but the shot will not fall. So it will end 1. 15-10. Centurions on top. We'll take a break. Come back. Second period on the other side.
Jerry here from the world-famous Beacon Drive-In in Spartanburg. Jerry, the Beacon opened back in 1946. How many years have we been serving great food at great prices?
Hey, Plante.
70 years. How many folks are we still serving every week?
Hey, Plante.
Well, like you always say, I like my job, but I love my customers. But can you say something other than A Plante?
Call it.
Join Steve
and Jerry
at the world-famous Beacon Drive-In, John White Boulevard in Spartanburg, where the food is still always good since 1946.
Spartanburg seems to have more photographers per capita than any town in the Southeast. Why? Because Spartanburg is home to the Southeast's biggest and best photo shop. Spartan Photo Center has it all. The widest selection of cameras, photography equipment, and accessories for miles around. That's why people come from all over the Carolinas, Georgia, and Tennessee to shop at Spartan Photo Center. But hey, before you get in your car, check out SpartanPhotoCenter.com. Spartan Photo Center, Garner Road in Spartanburg.
Here at Chesnee High School, second period underway, where Chesnee will get off to a rocky start, inbounds the pass and a turnover. So the Centurions will get the ball after the travel. Here comes Stringer and the crew down the court. Stringer near the right wing, passes across court, intercepted by Tate for the Eagles. Now Tate's going to lose it, regains control, trying to go coast to coast, but the athleticism of Khalil Stringer does not allow him to get to the basket, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Chesnee. Mitch, I'm so impressed with Khalil Stringer.
Yeah, just to get back right there, it looked like we were going to have an easy layup, but Broome, with their athleticism that they have, able to get back and get a turnover.
Stringer has on the left wing. He kicks it down to Case, who they kick it down low, and there's going to be another offensive foul called, or will that be on Chesnee? That'll actually be on Chesnee, trying to work it down low, and Malik Busby will be called with a foul on that one. 7:26 remaining in the first half of play. If you're just now joining us on 98.3 FM, we're live from Chesnee High School. 15-10 is your score. Broome holds a 5-point lead over the Eagles. Khalil Stringer will inbound the pass. He'll float it up. Almost another tip as Reeder comes down with it. Back to Stringer, left baseline. Three-pointer no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Broome. It'll be Chesnee basketball. Well, now they're going to change it and say it is Broome basketball. So Broome will retain possession, and Khalil Stringer will inbound it. Stringer calls for movement. Kicks it out to Case. Case right baseline, trying to drive back out to Stringer. Top of the key now to O'Fair. Three-pointer off the front of the iron. No good. Eagles rebound. Here comes Tate. Tate brings it into the front court. Guarded tightly, and there's a misfortune as Tate's defender was all over him. Hoffman with a floater off the glass. Bank's not open this late, and that one will not count.
This
out of bounds.
Is looking to correct turnovers and get running. They're very aggressive in the passing lane. They're jumping them, trying to create steals.
Chesnee will inbound the pass. Quick inbound the Tate, down low, floater up, and no good from Terrence Duran. And here come the Centurions now. Jansen Reeder with a move on Hoffman. Kicks it down low, out of bounds off of Keontae O'Fair. And that'll be Eagle basketball. So the score was 15-10 at the end of the first period. That's what the score is now, with 6:46 to go in the second. Dawson Williamson inbounds it. Brings it up court into the front court. Kicks left side to Maury Phillips, left wing. Phillips kicks to the baseline. Three-pointer up and no good from Duran. Tate somehow gets the rebound. He throws up a three-pointer for the Eagles. It's off the back of the iron. Three-pointers are not falling for Chesnee, and here come the Centurions. Jansen Reeder, top of the key. Kicks right baseline. Now trying to work it down low, but they are going to be called with the travel. So with 6:18 to go in the first half, it will be Chesnee basketball. They'll inbound it right in front of Coach Pitt. Dawson Williamson brings it up court. Almost got caught with the travel. He kicks it left wing. Three-pointer up and no good from Phillips. And just like that, the Centurions are back in business. Reeder bringing it down court. A nice skip hop, but they're going to call a travel. I like the move, but the one extra step got him a call.
Yeah, I don't think he got both his feet down at the same time.
I don't think he did.
So kind of those little happy feet steps right there.
Yep.
Good call by the ref.
6 minutes even to go. No score here in the second period. The Eagles are working the perimeter now. Maury Phillips has it. Top of the key. Kicks right side to Williamson. Now down to the right baseline to Tate. Tate brings it up. Trying to get some offense down low in the paint. There's just not any there. This Centurion defense is good. Hoffman drives. Excuse me, that's Williamson who drives, and his layup is no good. He wanted a foul, and just like that, here comes Jansen Reeder coast to coast with a layup for the Centurions. They have a 7-point lead. Duran has the ball for Chesnee, back on the other side. Top of the key, taking his time, kicks left side to Williamson. Now down to the left wing to Maury Phillips. Back to Williamson, inside to Blackwell, back out to Williamson. No paint presence whatsoever for Chesnee. Williamson has it again, top of the key, kicks right side to Duran, back to Williamson. Trying to get some movement going, and Williamson will be called with a travel. Dawson looks at the official confused. He didn't like the call, but a dragging of the foot, I believe, is what did it. So a 17-10 ball game now with 5:05 to go. Here comes Jansen Reeder, who just had the last basket, the only basket here in the second period for both teams is from Jansen Reeder. Centurions working the cross court now. Schuler has it, working down low. A foul will be called on an Eagle. Let's see who the official calls it on. It is a shooting foul. Now they're going to say it's on the floor. They still have not given a number to the scores table.
They have not given a number.
So I'm not sure what the call was. Inbound pass from Schuler. And they're going to call a push on Chesnee. Another Chesnee foul, and Broome will inbound it again. This time, Nick Case will inbound it for the Centurions. He taps the ball, calls for movement. Great defense by Blackwell. Down low, shot up off the glass. It's good from Keshawn Schuler. The 6-foot senior gets two more for the Centurions. And here comes Williamson now up the court for the Chesnee Eagles. Kicks right side to Maury Phillips. Maury gives it down low to Duran. Back to Phillips, right wing. Phillips top of the key to Williamson. Thought about a three-pointer. Kicks it left side to Tate. Desmond Tate looking for Dawson. Dawson Williamson has it, top of the key. Slow offense, no movement whatsoever. Great paint defense by the Centurions. They have kept Chesnee out of the paint. And here comes a three-pointer off the side of the backboard. No good from Maury Phillips. So nothing going here in the second period. Here comes Broome. Loose ball off the foot of Jansen Reeder. Here comes Dawson Williamson now up the court in a hurry, trying to get a little tempo going. That's what you're going to have to do here if you're Chesnee to get past this 2-3 zone that looks so good from Broome right now. Desmond Tate has the ball for Chesnee, right wing. He's going to drive among the trees. His shot's no good. Putback is no good. Chesnee has Hoffman there with a lucky rebound. His shot's no good, but he'll be called with an offensive charge. Hoffman has been gliding in the paint, going up with the tall defenders for Broome, and he has been coming up empty in the paint tonight. Chesnee fans behind us not happy with the call, as it is 19-10. Broome on top, 3:48 to go in the second period. Cole Bryson Matt Castillo, otherwise known as Mitch the intern, joins us tonight. Khalil Stringer has it, top of the key. Screen set. He hands it to Schuler. Schuler will do a little jab step, but that was a step too many, as he's going to be called with a travel.
Turnovers, I think, are what keeping Chesnee in this game right now.
Yeah, they are.
Reeder himself has 3.
Desmond Tate, top of the key, kicks right side to Phillips. Back to Tate, top of the key. He looks left. They're working it down to Mahaffey now. Mahaffey's pass is going to be picked off. No, Tate comes away with it. Nice move by Desmond Tate. He's going to drive the lane against the defender. His shot's good, and he'll go to the free throw line. That was number 13, Nick Case for Broome, playing the defense, who went up high. I thought he had his arms up straight, but the referee says he did foul him, so that'll put Desmond Tate at the free throw line for Chesnee.
They got to start making these. Still only 1 free throw, 9 misses.
1 for 9. Not a good stat to show Coach Pitt right now, as his Eagles, if you have those 8 points, you're in business. It's a 7-point ball game. First free throw is no good. Chesnee does get the rebound, however, but a quick whistle, and a foul will be called. I believe they're going to call this on Malik Busby. They will. Malik Busby not happy. He's in foul trouble. He'll probably come out of the game. And he does. Mahaffey comes in for Busby. Dawson Williamson also on the bench for the Eagles. Here comes Stringer and crew. Khalil Stringer passes left side to Keshawn Shippey. Keshawn just came into the ball game. Shippey's going to give it to Keontae O'Fair. His fader is no good from about 14 feet out. Loose ball. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Centurions. Chesnee basketball. Inbound pass from Zion Dawkins. They're going to get it up court quickly. Mari Phillips is going to give it to Desmond Tate, who drives the paint off the glass. No good, but the foul's called on number 4. I believe for Broome. That's what the referee said, at least. David Miller. Yep, David Miller gets the foul, and it'll be Chesnee at the free throw line. Zion Dawkins, 5'11" senior for the Eagles. And Mitch, you talked about that stat at the free throw line from the charity stripe, if you will. Not friendly so far for the Eagles.
It is 1-9, yeah. So
that one is good. So the first free throw is good. 19-13, 2:50 to go. Second one's good.
They're going to have to get him to the line.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one that, well, they have one make, but now they are.
Consistently, he's making them.
Yeah, that's, they're leaving so many points off at the charity.
What's the stat now?
Adding it up really quick.
Quick math. 2:47 to go in the first half. 4 for 10 are the Eagles at the free throw line. Good math. It's the intern with some quick math tonight. Broome working it down now on the other side of the court. Keontae O'Fair has it, kicks down low. Not very nice pass, but the shot from O'Fair is no good. O'Fair kicked it down low. They got it to Shippey. Shippey kicked it right back to O'Fair, who had a wide open look at the glass, unable to capitalize, and it's 19-14, 2.5 minutes to go. Here comes Desmond Tate for the Eagles. He kicks to Mari Phillips. Back to Tate now, top of the key. Kicks left side to Mahaffey. Mahaffey almost loses the ball, and he does. Here comes the Centurions. 2-on-1. Stringer loses it. It's out of bounds off of Broome. I believe it'll be Chesnee basketball, and it will be.
Too many turnovers. I mean, they should be blowing Chesnee out of the gym right now.
I agree. Here comes Desmond Tate in a hurry. They will call a foul on the floor as the basketball gets stuck in the corner of the glass and the rim. Don't see that happen often. And that'll put the Eagles at the free throw line. Zion Dawkins was able to make both of his, and here's now a chance for Desmond Tate to cash in. First one from Tate, no good. Coach Pitt coaching up Mahaffey over there on the sideline, if you will, side court. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Shot is no good, so a 0 for 2 trip, but Blackwell gets the shot, gets the rebound, puts the shot back up, and capitalizes again. Zeke Blackwell has been a difference maker for these Chesnee Eagles here in the first half. It's just a 3-point ball game. Coach Pitt's got to feel lucky that it's just a 3-point ball game because, as you mentioned, Mitch, the way Broome's been playing, it seems like it's a 10, 15-point game.
Yep, it's just the turnovers, and it's out in transition. Maybe 1 or 2 more extra passes that they don't need to make. They're trying to fit in these tight spaces, and they're ended up throwing it away.
Khalil Stringer with the inbound pass. He has nobody down court to get the ball in the backcourt. Now Keontae O'Fair comes in. O'Fair is going to give it right back to Khalil Stringer, who walks it into the front court. Broome slowing it down for the first time. Back to O'Fair, left wing. O'Fair moves to the top of the court as Stringer cuts inside, comes back out left baseline. Stringer has it one-on-one. Stringer's going to kick it to Jeter. Jeter will let the three-pointer go. Finds nothing but air on that one, and here come the Eagles. A nice pass down low, trying to get it back out, but it's going to be stolen by Stringer. Zeke Stringer coming down, Khalil Stringer coming down in a hurry. His layup is good. And here comes Chesnee once again. Another Chesnee turnover, as guess who? Khalil Stringer has it. He slows things down left wing. He kicks it a nice pass and a nice move. Shot is blocked. Keontae O'Fair had the shot, had the look, but a shot was blocked. Now Chesnee working it down low. Here's a shot up and good from Mari Phillips, and the foul. So Phillips will go to the charity stripe. 1:02 to go in the first half. It is 21-18. Chesnee trying to climb back in this ballgame. Very entertaining first half. A lot of turnovers, Mitch, as you talked about. A little sloppy first half. As you can tell, it's still early in the season for both teams, but for Chesnee to be in this ball game still kind of a blessing. So we'll see if they can execute and get back and somehow claim the lead.
And we say that Broome's turnovers are keeping Chesnee in this game, but Chesnee's missed free throws are preventing them from having.
Well, listen, if Chesnee hits 5 more free throws or even 4 more, they're winning this ball game. So free throws, as we talk about every game in basketball, are so important. Keontae O'Fair. Mari Phillips at the free throw line. His shot is no good. Here comes the Centurions in a hurry. That's O'Fair down low. His shot's no good, but they will call a foul, and let's see who they get for the Eagles. They'll get Terrence Duran on the foul. So that'll send Jarius Jeter to the free throw line. 21-18 is the score. Centurions on top. Jarius Jeter fires from the free throw line. His first one is good. Extends it to a 4-point lead for Broome. His second attempt on the way. Jeter taking his time. His second one's good. It works. A timeout for Broome. We will keep it here. 54 seconds to go in the first half. And Mitch, 23-18 ball game. Broome has at times pulled away. Chesnee twice has brought it back close, but it seems like right now Broome's obviously the better basketball team.
Oh, yeah. I think Chesnee right now, as you mentioned, they're passing the ball around the perimeter, so when they get into a half-court game, I think they have to find a way to try to get the ball inside. When they're in a zone, the way you break down a zone is getting the ball inside at the top of the elbow, maybe down in the short corner, because what that causes is the defense to collapse, and then on the opposite side, it's open. And so far, that just has not happened for Chesnee when they're in a half-court set.
It has not. So Chesnee will have one more possession at least here in this first half. Terrence Duran with the inbound pass. He'll get it to Dawson Williamson. Remember, Chesnee's playing without a true point guard. Dawson Williamson usually doesn't play point. He passes left side to Maury Phillips. Back to Dawson now, top of the key. Back to Phillips, left wing. Look at this Broome defense. They are so fast and so quick. They get to the ball quickly. Williamson has it again, top of the key for Chesnee, 34 on the clock. Back to Phillips. Maury Phillips and Dawson Williamson have been passing back and forth. This one's out of bounds off of Broome. It'll be Chesnee basketball now, 27.9 on the clock. Dawson Williamson with the inbound pass. He gives it in to Desmond Tate. Desmond Tate, right wing, gives it back to Williamson, top of the key. This is where you see that they're lacking a point guard, somebody to facilitate the basketball. Tate has it, right wing, 15 on the clock. They're down by 5 are the Eagles. Williamson has it. He kicks and drives and kicks, if you will, back out to Phillips. Back to Williamson. Loose ball out of bounds off of Chesnee. It'll be Broome basketball, and that just shows you how good this Broome defense has been. 4.7 seconds to go. They roll it in. Picked up by Reeder. Reeder gives it to Stringer. Buzzer beater right before the buzzer, and the shot is no good. So that'll do it for the first half of play. 23-18, a 5-point ball game here at Chesnee High School. Mitch, you got to feel good if you're Coach Pitt, even though you're losing, because you got to feel like this could be a 15, 20-point ball game if Broome wouldn't have turned it over so many times. So, in your opinion, what does Chesnee have to do to get back in this thing?
Well, defensively, I think they're doing a pretty good job. I think right now we see Broome getting out of transition. They're making too many extra passes. They're throwing the ball all around this gym. But offensively for Chesnee, we're just watching on their last possession. They passed the ball around the perimeter for about a minute. I mean, the ball just kept swinging side to side, and they weren't getting any clean looks. Somebody down low is going to have to start becoming a monster down there and demanding the basketball to break down the zone. If they can do that, I know this Broome team is athletic, but if you can get inside, start attacking them, getting to the foul line, I know they haven't made their free throws, but I think that would make all the difference. They need a presence inside. They can't just pass the ball around the perimeter. They're not a good shooting team. They got to stop shooting threes. Get the ball inside.
Well, the Broome defense is so quick, and when you run a zone like Broome's, where the rotation is perfect, you know, when you watch a perfect zone, it's a movement of the full all 5 guys at one time, and that's what this Broome defense is doing. They're moving left and right. They're all moving as one unit, and it is confusing the heck out of Dawson Williamson, the quote-unquote point guard for tonight. And I'll reiterate it again. Chesnee's without a true point guard tonight. Their main one is out. Their backups are hurt. So Dawson Williamson having to play the role of a point guard, and you can tell that his inexperience at that position isn't helping. So 23-18, we'll take a break, come back, and we will take a 2-minute break here, and we'll come back and we'll give you some stats at the half. It is 23-18. We're live from Chesnee High School. Cole Bryson, Matt Castillo, otherwise known as Mitch the Intern on Fox Sports 1400, joins us. So we will be back after the break.
Did you know South Carolina's largest photo shop is located right here in Spartanburg? Spartan Photo Center on Garner Road features 6,000 square feet of cameras, lenses, backpacks, and bags. Spartan Photo Center also has a full-service photo lab. Imagine a picture of your favorite football player on a calendar, a t-shirt, a mug, or whatever. What a great gift idea. Everything photo is at Spartan Photo Center, now at 108 Garner Road. Visit them online at SpartanPhotoCenter.com.
Chris Foster puts both his first and last name on his business, and that means something. Chris Foster Heating and Air has served Spartanburg for over a decade. If you need repair work or installation on any heating or air system for your home or business, need gas logs and major gas appliance work, or a water heater, or space heaters, call the guy that uses both his first and last names. Chris Foster Heating and Air at 707-2343. And because things can need repair at any time, there's no upcharge for nights, weekends, or holidays. Chris Foster Heating and Air, 707-2343.
When looking for the perfect pizza, go where the locals go. When looking for the perfect pizza that can feed the entire football-watching world, you can't top Pizza Perfect. You know about Pizza Perfect's fabulous pizza using fresh, hand-picked ingredients. But folks in Inman and Boiling Springs can now feed the masses with Pizza Perfect's giant 24 and 26-inch pies. So who's coming over to watch the game? Everybody. Pizza Perfect delivers. Call 578-2003. That's 578-2003. Pizza Perfect, 2 miles shy of Lake Bowen on Highway 9.
If you're looking to buy a home in District 7 or on Spartanburg's east side, or if you are selling a home, Kevin Miller with Keller Williams Realty wants to help. Kevin Miller with Keller Williams Realty has listings in District 7 right now. And if you are selling your home, Kevin specializes in netting you the maximum amount of money for your property. Contact Kevin today at 864-266-3242 or find out more online at kevinmiller.kw.com. Kevin Miller, your Keller Williams Realty agent in Spartanburg.
Our website is SpartanburgSportsRadio.com.
Halftime here at Chesnee High School. Cole Bryson, Matt Castillo with you tonight. 5:44 remaining in the halftime break. 23-18 is the score. And we talked about this first half and how Chesnee's kind of fortunate to be in this thing. It seems like Broome should have pulled away. Who are some guys, Mitch, that have been a difference maker? We'll start with the Broome Centurions. I know that when you talk about guys like Stringer and, Stringer, you said earlier, the two.
It's Jeter and
Stringer. Yeah, those are the two main guys.
Yeah, both apiece have 9 points.
How about that?
Very aggressive. We've seen Jeter look to launch a 3-ball a couple times, made some in the corner. But those guys have an aggressive mindset. Once they get the basketball in their hands, they know where they're going to. They're attacking the hole. They're doing an excellent job. And both those guys are hitting their free throws when they're getting there. Both have not got there off to just 3 free throws combined for them, but they're perfect from the line. I think that's going to have to continue in this second half.
The combo of Jarius Jeter and Khalil Stringer will be a problem for a lot of teams in Broome's region. When you've got guys with such height, speed, and athleticism that can also score the basket, those two right there are dangerous. I would say, if I had to say something that they've got to improve on, they've got to take care of the ball. They're both so fast, and when you see athletes at all levels that are that fast, sometimes they're down the court before they have corralled the ball and got possession. And we've seen several times tonight, both Jeter and Stringer all the way up underneath the basket before they can get a shot off. So they got to take care of the ball a little bit more, but those two right there, man, those are fun to watch. What about for Chesnee?
Well, Chesnee, really, the story's off their bench. Zeke Blackwell.
How about that?
He came in, and he's all over the floor. He's crashing the glass. He has 3 blocks in this game, 5 points. He's missed a few looks that I felt like he should have made. He was right there at the basket. Might have rushed his shot a little more, a little too much.
Yeah.
But he's very active. I think Coach Pitt might even make an adjustment in the second half, perhaps keep him on the floor, because when he's on the floor, good things are happening. He's been the guy that stuck out to me in this first half.
There's no doubt. Zeke Blackwell, when he's been on the floor, he has been able to get rebounds. You got to remember, Zeke Blackwell is 6'4". When you talk about guys for Broome, you've got Khalil Stringer, 6'1". Jansen Reeder, 5'9", so not that tall, but you've got David Miller, who's 6'6", Jarius Jeter, 6'1", and Hayden Wooten, 6'4". So the only tall man that has been able to do anything, remember, your 6'6" guy and Nate Lamb's not playing tonight.
Yeah.
Your 5'9" and 5'10", Kane and Ahmad Smith aren't playing tonight. So Zeke Blackwell is really your tallest guy playing tonight. And as you said, they brought him in off the bench. And as soon as he came off the bench, he made an impact. He had a couple of rebounds, a couple of shots. And how many points you say he had?
He has 5 points.
5 points. So, you may look at that and say, well, he didn't have a lot of points. But on the glass, his presence has been felt. And like you said, protecting the rim, I'd be interested to see if he comes out and starts. I mean, you look at another big guy, Malik Busby, who has not had that effect. He's gotten into foul trouble.
Yep.
His height isn't there. He's only 6 foot tall. So you've got 3 more inches. They're listed is 3 inches apart, but it looks about more like 4 or 5. So Zeke Blackwell is going to have to continue to step up. And I tell you what, Malik Busby, when he comes in, those minutes he puts on the floor is going to have to be effective because they have not been so far.
Yeah, and we talked about it right before the break. Chesnee has to find a way to get the ball inside. And I understand Broome is doing a pretty good job in their zone, but these big guys have to start getting physical. I don't see anybody making seals, trying to post up, bumping guys. They have to get physical and start pushing Broome around a little bit.
One last break. Second half tip-off on the other side. Fox Sports 1400. We're live from Chesnee High School, 98.3 FM.
For over 40 years, Bobcat has been serving the upstate's equipment needs. In the market for a skid steer? Buy the original. Bobcat invented them. Bobcat is the industry leader in attachments specifically designed to get the job done. To buy or rent compact track loaders or mini excavators, or for your other parts and service needs, visit us in Spartanburg on Buffington Road, in Greenville on River Road, on the web at bobcatops.com, or by phone at 800-220-6266.
When was your anytime?
When my 5-year-old dusted me in a race to the end of the block.
When my pints start turning into pounds.
When divorce closed one chapter of my life, but opened another.
Whenever you're ready, our door is always open at Anytime Fitness, and you'll always find the right tools and encouragement to keep you on track. Anytime Fitness. Get to a healthier place. Try us free for 7 days. For more information, go to anytimefitness.com.
Here at Chesnee High School, where we are under a minute from second half tip between the Broome Centurions and the Chesnee Eagles. Both teams have had a pretty impressive first half. I know when you look at the stats and break down the stats, they are not the best of stats, but for Chesnee to be within 5 points of this high-powered Centurion team, I think it's impressive. Mitch, what is Chesnee going to have to do in the second half to reclaim the lead?
Find a post game. Find it. Start pushing guys around. You got to get more physical than what you are doing.
That's the problem. When you don't have a three-point game at all, you become one-dimensional. And I was talking to Coach Tony, an assistant for Chesnee. He said, just like in football, when you can only run the ball or you can only throw the ball, that makes you one-dimensional. And right now we've got to figure out how to be a two-dimensional team in three-point shooting, because when Chesnee, who, by the way, is in the same region with teams like Landrum, they're going to have to find some three-point shots. Chesnee will be on defense to start the second half. Broome on offense. Jensen Reeder will inbound the pass for the Centurions. 8 minutes on the clock. 5-point lead for the Centurions. Reeder's going to give it in to Khalil Stringer. Back to Reeder now, top of the key. Reeder back to Stringer on the right wing. Stringer calls for Reeder to come back over now, directing some offense. A 2-3 zone being shown by the Eagles. Reeder has it again. Down low, a wide open shot. Attempt up and good from David Miller. They got the defense sleeping, and they got 2 easy points off the glass. Here comes Chesnee. Broome pressing once again like they did early on in the game. Chesnee trying to work it down now. Loose ball. Centurions have it. Guess who? Khalil Stringer stops at the free throw line. His shot is good. 4-0 run to start the second half. And here comes Williamson for the Eagles. Dawson's trapped. He needs some help. Coach Pitt may call a timeout. No, they're going to say there was. Actually, yes, they did call a timeout. So Coach Pitt got a timeout. We will keep it here. 27-18. Coach Pitt, that was a good timeout because Mitch, they jumped out. Broome jumped out to a 4-0 run here in the second half.
And also, what I kind of talked about in the pregame show, in this kind of zone, do not try to bring the ball up the sideline.
Yeah.
They just did.
Well, I'll tell you what, when Broome runs that 1-2-2 press, what it forces Chesnee to do is get the ball quickly across court, because if they can get it across quickly, they'll have a couple of guys in the paint down low open. But Chesnee's not getting it across the court quick enough to find those open guys, and by the time they get it to the half court, the Broome defenders have already drifted back in the paint, and they're not finding the open guys. So I like the 1-2-2 press. We saw Broome go away from it in the second period. I would expect them to run it the whole third period and see if they can pull away here, because it's working.
Yep. And at Chesnee, the way to attack it, try to keep it up the middle. If you don't have the ball the opposite side, I think you have to flash towards the middle of the court, try to get it back there.
And, you know, if you're Chesnee, you're thinking, well, we can run tempo, but it's hard to run tempo against a team like Broome, who is so fast and athletic. All right, Dawson Williamson will get the inbound pass from Terrence Duran. Williamson will pass it to Maury Phillips. Back to Duran, top of the key, left side to Tate. Tate back to Maury Phillips. Inside look. They're trying to get Busby involved. His shot's no good because it was blocked, but they're going to call a travel on Busby. And I'll tell you what, Malik Busby has been frustrated in the first half. He's frustrated again. 2-3 zone. Here come the Centurions trying to break the zone. They do. Busby's caught drifting up toward the free throw line. Shot no good from the Centurions. And now Dawson Williamson brings it up court, and a foul called on Desmond on Khalil Stringer. So Khalil Stringer is the victim there as Dawson Williamson will inbound the pass. Oh, he's getting close to 5 seconds and a stolen pass. Here come the Centurions. Jensen Reeder's layup is no good. He's about to steal the ball again, and this time they're going to get a foul. What happened was Reeder's layup was no good. Tate got the ball for Chesnee, was bringing it up court in a hurry, and Reeder almost stole it from Tate, but they're going to call a foul, so that will put Tate to inbound the pass. They give it to Busby. Back to Tate. Working on the perimeter. Tate has it, top of the key for Chesnee. Right side, Damari Phillips. Back to Tate. Tate trying to drive the paint. Stops, pops from the free throw line off the front. It rolls in the friendly roll. 2 points, the first two for the Eagles of the second half. Jansen Reeder brings it up court for the Centurions into the front court. They're working the perimeter. David Miller has it on the left wing. All 6'6" David Miller playing on the wing. Now Broome working into the right side. Khalil Stringer now back to the top of the key to Reeder. Reeder with a nice move there to get free. Kicks it right side. Three-pointer up and no good from Stringer. Putback shot is good, but a foul is called. I believe they called the foul before the shot, maybe on the floor. Oh, an offensive foul on Broome.
Number 5 with the push.
Number 5. That'll be Keonta O'Fair for the Centurions. And here comes the 1-2-2 press that we've talked about all night. Here come the Eagles. They get it in. A nice move from Williamson to get open, but a little overthrown on the pass. Thrown into coverage. 6'6". David Miller gets it. He's going to go coast to coast, and the charge called. Busby sets his feet, and the Chesnee Eagles are back in business.
Once again, they tried to go up the corner of the sideline and got trapped and turned over. They got to keep the ball to the middle of the floor.
Referee calling for substitutions. It's a 7-point ball game. 5:41 to go in the third. Inbound pass from Terrence Duran to Williamson. Williamson gives it to Tate. Tate dribbling up court, trying to break the press. He gets it down low. Blackwell now in the game. We talked about that at halftime. His shot's no good. Back out to Tate. Tate top of the key. Left wing to Williamson. Back out. They're working the perimeter. Duran kicks it right wing now. Amari Phillips has it. Gives it to Dawson. Dawson Williamson drives. His shot from the free throw line is no good. Broome gets the basketball. Jump ball quickly called, and that will be in favor of the Centurions. Of the Eagles. So Chesnee basketball now. 7-point ball game. Inbound pass to Blackwell. Now they get it to Tate. Three-pointer up and no good from Mari Phillips. And here comes Broome quickly down the court. Stringer goes coast to coast. His shot is good. 2 more for the Centurions. And they are starting to pull away. Here comes Tate in a hurry. Layup no good. He falls. Ball goes into the hands of David Miller. 6'6" David Miller goes to the glass, and he is going to be fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line to try to extend this 9-point lead that the Centurions already have. David Miller, a senior for the Centurions. His first free throw is good. It's a 10-point ball game. 30-20 is the score. Miller's second attempt. Nothing but net on both. Duran inbounds it, trying to break the press. He gives it to Williamson. Guess what? It's stolen again. David Miller back to the glass. Layup good. What a finish by David Miller. 2 more points for the Broome Centurions. They are starting to run away with it here late. Another steal. David Miller. This time he slams it down for 2 more. And they are going to call a quick foul on Terrence Duran. And this one might, that right there may be the spark the Centurions needed. 35-20 is the score. What a run. A technical has been called on Chesnee. A technical has been called on Broome. So nobody has been ejected. Just the first tech for both teams. What a sequence of events.
All of a sudden, Chesnee's just throwing the ball around the gym. They're doing exactly what Broome wants them to do. Speed them up.
I didn't see what happened, but David Miller just slammed it in. And after that, something happened. Maybe words were said, because as soon as that happened, there was a tech. So we will have free throws coming.
David Miller, 6 points in the last, 15 seconds.
I'm telling you what, David Miller is somebody who didn't have a good first half. But when you look at this kid, holy cow, David Miller for Broome is going to have to be somebody, especially during region play, that breaks out and has a good season, because this kid has such good height.
Yeah.
I mean, you just start drooling when you're a basketball guy and look at him.
Now, if you're Chesnee, he's done the same move, though, every time he gets the ball. He's looking to do the Euro step to the right side of the glass. He's done it every single time, and one time they were able to get him to draw a charge, but they're just trying to play him straight up. He's just sliding right past the defender.
Well, the thing I like about his game is he's a defender, too. I mean, he's not just a flashy scorer. You saw him come back and get the steal. So he is a great defender, and now Broome's going to have a chance to really pull away. They'll have free throws and the ball. So who we just talked about, David Miller, at the free throw line. All six of them. First free throw is no good. I believe that's the first miss for him.
That's the first miss of the night for Broome in general.
How about that? First miss from the charity stripe, so David Miller will have one more. 15-point ball game. Miller's second one off the iron, so he goes 0 for 2 on that trip. Coach Ben Martin not happy with those two free throws, but Broome will get the ball back right here in front of us at the scorer's table. Actually, now they're going to stay down under the basket. Khalil Stringer will inbound the pass. Stringer gets it in. Keonta O'Fair back to Stringer up top of the key. Now loose ball. This is going to be a backcourt. A nice save, but it's going to get back in the hands of the Chesnee Eagles. That's Maury Phillips who gives it to Williamson. Now Blackwell top of the key, passes to Duran. Duran back to Dawson Williamson. Dawson Williamson directing traffic now. Back to the top to Duran. Left side to Tate. A post shot from about 5 feet out. No good from Blackwell. Rebound goes to Chesnee, and a quick whistle will be a jump ball. So a jump ball, I believe that'll be Broome possession. And it will be. There is a Centurion. That's Keonta O'Fair, who's slow to get up, and I believe that's one of those below the belt, so he'll have to lay there for just a few seconds and regain his strength. 35-20 is the score, 4:01 to go in the third period. As we have seen out of the gate in the second half, Broome come alive. What a big performance in the second half. They have just took the momentum right out of the gym.
Yeah, they're making Chesnee speed up, and you can see it. Chesnee's they're a little out of what they want to do, and it's causing the turnovers, and Broome right now is not turning over the ball on those fast break opportunities like they did in the first half. Now they're starting to convert them.
So, Keonta O'Fair gets up for the Centurions. Glad to see him okay. 4:01 to go in the third. Khalil Stringer will have the inbound pass. It's a 15-point ball game. Stringer will inbound it to Jansen Reeder. Reeder brings it up into the front court. Taking his time now. Slowing down the tempo for the Centurions. Nice defense from Tate. Sticks a hand in there. Reeder's going to drive. Kicks it right baseline. Now back to Reeder. Near the right wing. Loose ball. Nice play by Dawson Williamson. He's going to go coast to coast. Layup up. No good, but he will be fouled, and he'll go to the charity stripe. I like the hustle we've seen tonight from Dawson Williamson. He's had to take on a role that he's not used to, playing point guard. And he's done a good job. Not an efficient scorer because that's not his position, but he's done a good job handling the ball and playing against a tough 1-2-2 press. His first shot's no good. And I was talking to Coach Pitt earlier in the week. Chesnee's got to be waiting and thrilled to have their leading scorer back whenever he gets back off of his suspension. Nate Lamb, who is a 6'6" senior, a very efficient scorer. As the next shot from Williamson is no good. So Centurions have the ball. Driving the baseline. A little backwards layup. Khalil Stringer showing off, and 2 more points for Broome. Eagles trying to break the press. Blackwell has it, kicks it down to Tate. Tate on the right wing, double team. Now he breaks free. Nice move, stops pop in range. Off the iron, no good. Loose ball, and the Eagles have it. And a jump ball is called. I don't know how that didn't seem like a jump ball situation, but nonetheless, it'll be a jump ball, and this time possession will go back to the Eagles.
We've seen a few quick whistles.
Well, I have no problem with quick whistles because, you know, I said it didn't look like a jump ball, but you know what? At the end of the day, quick whistles are good because when they let them play and get tough and get rough and physical, that's when the game gets out of hand. So referees controlling the game with their whistles tonight. Great officiating so far. Working the perimeter are the Eagles. Dawson Williamson has it, top of the key. Kicks left side to Blackwell. Blackwell inside. What a pass to Phillips. Mari Phillips' shot was no good, but he made a beautiful cut to get inside, and the ball will go out of bounds. I believe Chesnee will retain possession, and they will.
And we're seeing more man defense from Broome in the second half.
Well, you can afford to, I believe, now.
Yeah, when you're up 17
points, you know, good time to work on another defense. And you're right, they're playing man right here out of this break. Set to inbound it is Mari Phillips. Phillips calls for motion. Offense spreads, getting close to the 5. Now they get it in. Shot up and good, but they're going to call another travel on Malik Busby. That young man has not had a good night. He's just been frustrated all night long, and that's 2 travels now. The shot was good, but they got him with the travel. Here come the Centurions. Jansen Reeder slowly brings it into the front court. He's going to pass it to Nick Case. Now back up top to Jarius Jeter. Back across, three-pointer on the way from Stringer. Off the front of the glass, no good. Here comes a putback shot. Nice pass intended for Hayden Wooten. Stolen by the Eagles. Here comes Dawson Williamson now. Top of the key is Zeke Blackwell. He passes right wing to Desmond Tate. Desmond Tate dribbles, passes to Dawson Hoffman. Stops and shoots from mid-range. Shot no good from the left side, and here come the Centurions. Jansen Reeder gets past Hoffman. Hoffman's hurt, a little banging, little bump and run action, if you will. I mean, that was a tough physical play. A little too physical, I thought, but the referee did a good job and called it, so that'll be Centurion basketball. We're going to get Dawson Williamson with the foul there. Inbound pass now from Nick Case. He's going to get it in to Jansen Reeder. Reeder brings it into the front court. Switches to his left hand now, dribbling with his right. And they're going to call a 3-second. Is that what they call them?
Yes.
3 seconds in the paint. First one of the night. So 3-second violation. Zeke Blackwell will have the inbound pass for the Eagles. He'll inbound it. Dawson Williamson gets it now back to Zeke. Broome showing that press once again. They get it to Dawson, out of bounds off of Chesnee. That's Broome basketball. We had a great view on it right here in front of the scores table. So did the official, and another great call by the officiating crew. So Broome will have a chance to tack on to their lead. A quick pass down low, a wide open man. They fell asleep to Dawson Williamson, and 2 points from Jarius Jeter. Trying to break the press again. Mahaffey has it, gives it back to Blackwell. Across down to Busby on the right side. Front court, Busby's getting frustrated, swinging elbows. Now he's going to kick it to Tate. Tate drives, foul called. We'll see who they call the foul on this time. It's going to be on 13, I believe is what he said. And that'll be Nick Case. First free throw is good from Desmond Tate.
Well, that's also his first made free throw.
How about that? Very nice.
1 of 6 so far.
Not a good category there. Minute 34 to go. 39-21 ball game. Next shot from Desmond Tate is up and nothing but net. Here come the Centurions now. Inbound pass. Jansen Reeder will bring it up the floor for Broome. Reeder moves off the screen, set by Jeter. Reeder's going to go coast to coast. Now kicks it back out to Hayden Wooten. Wooten drives. His shot's no good. Putback shot by Jeter, no good. The third time, it doesn't fall, but there is a foul called on the floor. Excuse me, a shooting foul. Will put Broome at the line. As Jarius Jeter at the free throw line for the Centurions. Trying to hit the 40 mark are the Centurions here. And his shot is good. That'll make it 40-22. Broome on top. Waiting on his second attempt. It is up, and it finds the rim, but comes right back out, and Chesnee will have the ball now. Here comes Tate in a hurry. He gives it to Blackwell, top of the key. Blackwell passes now down to Busby, down low. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Josiah Cromer, 6'4" junior for the Centurions, checks in and gets a quick foul called on him. A little too physical. That's a good matchup down low, though, between Busby and Cromer. So Malik Busby at the free throw line. I don't believe he has any points tonight. Am I right on that?
He does not.
First one is good. So he has one now. Busby's first one is good. Second one on the way. Chesnee trying to keep this game somewhat respectable. He drains the second one. That'll make it 40-24, and Busby comes right out, replaced by one of the Eagles, and that is going to be Maddie Blackwell. So two Blackwells in the game now for the Eagles. Jansen Reeder has the ball right side of the floor. Passes across court to Schuler. Back across now to O'Fair. Now back down low, working it inside, trying to get it down to the glass. A nice layup up and good by Keonta O'Fair. Two more tack on for the Centurions. Here comes a three-point shot. Up, a quick shot, and no good from the freshman, Elijah Means. A pass down the floor quickly for Broome, trying to get something going after the missed shot. But it's going to be out of bounds off of Chesnee. Good job by Mahaffey to get his hand out there. Again, that's that is Elijah Means who took that shot. He's a freshman. Coach Pitt had to pull up from the JV team just to give him some bench play tonight. He usually plays on the JV squad, so he's seeing some time tonight. Jansen Reeder has the ball, slowing things down for the Centurions. Desmond Tate playing defense against Reeder. Reeder kicks it left side to Schuler. Blackwell on Schuler. Schuler gets caught in a screen, hands it off. Loose ball. Reeder comes up with it near the right baseline. 4 seconds on the clock. Reeder kicks it out. Nice defense by Mahaffey. Here comes O'Fair, but his shot was not off in time, so good defense by Chesnee to not allow Broome to get on the board right before the fourth period. It's 42-24. The Centurions on top. We'll take a break. Come right back. Fox Sports 1400 now on FM at 98.3.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Cliff Gobert in Spartanburg focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house, insurance, or life without having to give up college, insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Cliff Gobert at 597-1200 and put the life back in life insurance.
What makes a great downtown area perfect? A great ice cream shop in downtown Spartanburg now has Dottie's Toffee. Dottie's Toffee is located in the heart of downtown and features super premium ice cream flavors, including Charleston Sea Turtle and Dottie's Toffee ice cream, made with Dottie's delicious toffee, made right there in the store before your eyes, using Dot Smith's original recipe. Order Dottie's Toffee for a great holiday gift. Look for the blue awning downtown at 155 West Main Street in Spartanburg. Dottie's Toffee, making downtown even better.
Fourth period. Here we are at Chesnee High School. Keonta O'Fair with the inbound pass. He'll pass it into Jansen Reeder for the Centurions, who brings it into the front court. Back to O'Fair on the right wing. Mahaffey on O'Fair. O'Fair kicks it down to Schuler. Schuler trapped on the right baseline. He drives, kicks it back out, and a little step there, a little drag of the foot that will cause the travel. And to start the fourth period of play, you already have a turnover. Travel on Broome. Chesnee basketball now moving from right to left. Dawson Williamson brings into the front court. Slowing things down. Looking to Coach Pitt for his call. He's going to give it to Mahaffey, right wing. Back to Williamson. 2-3 zone being shown by the Centurions now. Desmond Tate trying to get it into Blackwell, but it's going to be a turnover. Here come the Centurions. Now Tate does a good job of getting back to the ball. But a quick foul there, and let's see who they get it on. I believe it's against the Centurions.
Number 14.
Keshawn Schuler will be guilty there, and that'll put Desmond Tate for the Eagles at the free throw line.
They're going to get back in this. They got to start hitting.
They got to start hitting them, and he does. He hits the first one.
It's 3 in a row by him now.
Desmond Tate not doing a bad job. Not sure what he was asking the official just now, but he turned to the official and was curious about something during that break. And he hits both the free throws, so that'll make it 42-26, 7:17 to go in the ball game. Centurions bringing it up the floor. Jansen Reeder brings it into the front court. Nice screen by O'Fair, but they're going to call a foul, offensive foul, I believe. Or excuse me, a defensive foul. So Broome will still have the ball. Checking in is another clean jersey for Broome. This is going to be Tavante Crumpos, 6-foot junior who will inbound the ball here. Getting some fresh jerseys in. And Broome trying to move the ball now. That's Reeder who has it near the top of the key. Reeder moves to the right wing, kicks it to O'Fair near the free throw line. He drives, but he drug a foot again, and that's going to be a travel. So back to the Eagles. 6:56 remaining in the ball game, and it's going to be Terrence Duran who inbounds the pass to Dawson Williamson. Williamson kicks right wing to Tyler Mahaffey. Mahaffey down to Blackwell. Three-pointer from Blackwell, no good. Rebound goes to Jarius Jeter. Here comes the Centurions in a hurry. Jansen bringing it up the floor. He loses the ball. Here's the scrum for it. Chesnee's going to have Dawson Williamson's going to throw it down. One-on-one, Mahaffey overthrown. And that'll be out of bounds. Broome ball once again, just a little overthrown on that pass. And we do have an injured player, I believe, for the Centurions. That is going to be Jansen Reeder. And he will have Keshawn Shippey, 6'2 junior, check in. So the junior comes in for the other junior. Reeder looks to be okay, just a little shaken up, and he's going to come have a seat beside the trainer now. Inbound pass to the Centurions. Keonta O'Fair gives it to Keshawn Shippey. They're slowing things down, but Tate gets the steal, going to the coast, lays it in. What a play from Desmond Tate for the Eagles. Very nice play from Tate. And that'll be O'Fair once again bringing up the floor for Broome. O'Fair on the right wing. Another drop. O'Fair comes back to the right wing now, looking down low. Great defense from Chesnee here. He's going to get it off, and that is going to be another timeout. It is a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 42-28, Broome on top.
Spartanburg has been known as the hub city for decades due to our proximity to rail lines and interstate highways. Upstate Logistics has been part of the hub city transportation scene for over a decade. Upstate Logistics provides businesses with warehousing and transportation services, including inbound and outbound rail shipments. And more importantly, we support Spartanburg. Be it high school and college sports or important community projects, Upstate Logistics wants to help move Spartanburg forward. Upstate Logistics, keeping your business and Spartanburg moving forward. To find out more, visit upstatelogistics.com.
6:01 to go in regulation here at Chesnee High School. The Centurions feel like they have this one in their favor, but an inbound pass, and Tate does a great job again of getting the steal, goes for the dunk. The dunk doesn't fall, but there was a foul called on the floor before Tate took the shot. The referee said it was on the floor, but I guess
that's the second time in the last 30 seconds we've seen Tate stealing from.
He's been aggressive. I like his hustle. First free throw is good. 1-1 here. That's why he's at the line. 1-1 situation. Trying to get to 30 are the Eagles. They're at 29. Tate's second one is good. It's now a 12-point game, 42-30. Chesnee trying to climb back in this thing. bringing it down court. Keshawn Shippey guarded tightly by Tate. Tate doing a good job playing defense. Shippey has no answer for Tate. He's going to have to get rid of it. And another violation called on Broome. This time 3 seconds in the paint, and that'll be Chesnee basketball. A little momentum change here, Mitch.
They are
Chesnee
getting sloppy with the basketball, Broome, right now. They're taking their foot off the gas pedal, and it's allowing this Chesnee team to get back in the game. The crowd is getting back into the game as well.
Chesnee showing a little fight. Dawson Williamson brings into the front court for the Eagles. Kicks right side to Mahaffey. Now down to the right baseline to Blackwell. Back up top. Williamson inside looking for his number one, Duran. But the pass is stolen. Here come the Centurions. Stringer goes coast to coast. Kicks it out. Shot up. No good. And that is going to be Crumpos on the shot attempt. It doesn't fall. Duran gets it for Chesnee. A timeout will be called. We will keep it here. 30-second variety timeout. 42-30 is the score. Getting a little quick, fast-paced once again. It slowed down in the third period. Now it's starting to get fast-paced once more as Chesnee's trying to fight back in this ball game. 42-30. 5:19 remaining in the regulation. And Chesnee somehow has got to find some offense because, you know, like you said, Broome's not blowing them away scoring. If Chesnee hits a three or maybe one or two of those threes in the first half, we've got a game.
Yeah, and right now it's Desmond Tate who's doing an outstanding job of attacking the basket. He's been to the free throw line 11 times tonight. He missed his first 5, but now he's made his last 6. So he has the hot hand from the line. I think Tate is going to have to continue to attack the basket and get to the foul line because he's starting to knock him down.
I tell you, I like that. I think if you put Tate and Duran at the free throw line and have them attack the glass, you might have a chance to come back. Now the officials are talking about something right now at half court. I think they're trying to figure out who possession goes to, and that's what it is. Possession arrow is in favor of the Eagles, so Terrence Duran will inbound the pass to Dawson Williamson. Dawson brings it in to the front court. Kicks left wing to Desmond Tate. Now back to Dawson. He kicks it to Mahaffey. Mahaffey down low to Blackwell. Layup. Oh, so close, but the putback from Tate is good. And the Chesnee Eagles have climbed within 10. All of a sudden, a little spark for Chesnee. Khalil Stringer into the front court. Laser focused by Dawson Williamson here. Good defense by the Eagles have allowed them to get back close to this Broome Centurion team. Look at the defense now. They're starting to come up and press a little bit. Dawson on Stringer. Can he hang with him? Stringer to the glass, but they're going to call a charge. So Chesnee with the momentum and the basketball down by 10, 4:37 to go. Will they have enough to do it? Terrence Duran with the inbound pass. Dawson Williamson brings it into the front court, directing traffic. He's improved during this game. You've seen him improve. Blackwell has it. The pass is intercepted. Dawson tries to get back to it. This is a one-on-none, if you will. Oh, my goodness, what a bad decision by the Broome Centurions. Now it's the Eagles who have it after the turnover. A deep two-pointer, no good. Put back from Blackwell is good. And it's an 8-point ball game, 42-34. What a bad decision by Broome's number 24.
That's Huey,
who absolutely had a free look at the basket and passed back out. Here's a shot from the free throw line. No good from number 21, Crumpos. Here comes Tate, a floater. Off the glass, no good. Blackwell trying to get possession, but a foul is going to be called on Blackwell.
If you are Tate right there, you can't do a running floater from 15 feet out.
That's nerves. You gotta. I think what you saw there is he got nervous because he brought it down court and he knew he had a very good look at the basket and he just kind of got nervous and threw it up. Yep. If he finishes and goes to the glass, I like his chances, but that's twice now. Once Broome, once Chesnee, yep. We're not finishing at the glass. So a 42-34 ball game now, 3:49 to go. Things have gotten interesting.
They got to convert on their opportunities, though.
Chesnee's playing great defense. They've got to convert, like you said. Here comes Broome Centurions on offense. O'Fair has it down low. Nice defense from Tate, but he'll get the foul call. We're going to call it over the back on Tate. And the crowd is really getting into it now, as you can hear. back and forth between the two teams. .341 to go, and David Miller is at the free throw line for the Centurions. Free throw is good, and that helps a lot because Broome now back to a 9-point lead, 43-34. You got to feel comfortable now if you're the Centurions. You almost let this one get away, but I think if they can control the ball, like you said, Mitch, I believe they might can win this thing. Trying to make it a 10-point game now is David Miller. His second one does not fall. Tate gets the rebound. Here he comes in a hurry for Chesnee, down by 9. Kicks it to Dawson Williamson. He drives, shoots from the free throw line. His shot falls. It's now 43-36. Here comes Jansen Reeder into the front court. Picked up by Terrence Duran. Duran's playing tight defense. Reeder kicks it to O'Fair, right wing. Back up top now to Jeter. Jeter across the stringer. Nice defense by Dawson Williamson. Almost forced the backcourt. Broome driving, and they're going to call a travel. That's what the call should be, at least. Should be a travel. They traveled big time.
That was a travel. You can't call anything else. If there was contact, it was way after the travel.
The refs are meeting. There was no contact before the travel at all.
No.
That should have been a travel. We'll see. It's an offensive foul.
It works out. Should have been a travel. But the only thing is now that they're going to put a foul on him that's not there.
Kind of strange. But now Broome's going to press, try to end this ball game. Duran gets it into Williamson, backcourt. They're still trapped. They've got to get it up court in a hurry. They get it to Blackwell right in front of us. Blackwell's trapped, gets it to Tate. Tate drives the baseline, loses the ball. Centurion basketball off the turnover. Here come the Centurions in a hurry. David Miller, layup, up, no good. Blackwell with the rebound. Miller steals it. His shot's good, and that just may give Broome the lead that they need. Is Dawson Williamson trying to direct traffic now. They break the press, get it to the front court. A drive, shot no good, but a foul was called, a shooting foul. That'll put one of the Eagles at the line, and that's number 3, Desmond Tate, who's been pretty efficient in the second half.
He has made 6 free throws in a row. He's given Chesnee the best chance to get back into this game. He's been very aggressive.
First one's good. 8-point game. 2:40 to go. Broome on top. Desmond Tate trying to make it a 7-point ball game here. And it is a 7-point game. Centurions have the basketball. Stringer gives it to Reeder. Reeder brings it into the front court. Picked up quickly by Duran. Great defense. O'Fair has it now top of the key. A nice pass to David Miller on the cut. Layup no good. Tate with a rebound. Here come the Eagles in a hurry. Couple of missed baskets have not helped the Centurions. Mahaffey gives it to Williamson, who drives the baseline. His layup's no good. A foul, but no whistle. We're going to say all ball. Centurions have it. Williamson pressing. 2:10 to go. Jansen Reeder has the basketball. A timeout, Broome. We'll take it as well. 30-second variety. 2:04 to go. 45-38. Broome on top.
Lunchtime is come and gone for today, but there'll be another lunchtime tomorrow, and that's where Bubba's Barbecue and Bash comes in. Bubba's has ribs for lunch every day. Bubba's also has great burgers, pulled pork, calabash chicken, all of your favorite sides, and some of the best sauce around. Sure, you're hungry now. Hang in. Lunchtime tomorrow will be here before you know it. Bubba's Barbecue and Bash, 827 West Blackstock Road, just a half mile from Westgate Mall. Have lunch at Bubba's tomorrow or dinner there tonight.
7 points. 7 points separates Chesnee and Broome tonight, as Broome has dominated this one pretty much all night. Late in the second half, Chesnee has put together a nice comeback, aided by a couple of turnovers from Broome, also aided by a couple of missed shots from Broome. And Mitch, Chesnee's got to feel like they have a chance.
They certainly do, and Desmond Tate, I know I keep saying it, he's doing such a great job. I mean, he's attacking the basket, he's getting to the foul line. He's made 8 free throws in a row. He missed his first 5. If he makes those, it's a 2-point game right now.
Big.
And I think that's the difference right now, are the missed free throws.
Good point. Missed free throws are big. We see it a lot. Khalil Stringer inbounds it for Broome. Jansen Reeder bringing into the front court now. Duran picks him up at half court. Great defense, but a block's call on Duran. That's a good call. The right call. Less than 2 minutes to go now. 45-38 if you're just now joining us tonight. Broome at Chesnee basketball.
This is Reeder's first trip to the line. And this is the time that you got to hit them, under 2 minutes. 7-point game. If you want to hold on to this lead, you got to knock down these free throws.
You're right. Here comes Chesnee after the missed free throw. Tate to the glass, and it's blocked by David Miller. All 6'6" David Miller puts that one out of bounds. 1:51 to go, 45-38. Dawson drives, open lane. He gets over Miller, but the shot doesn't fall. Broome gets the ball. And it's going to be Jansen who brings it down court in a hurry. Layup up and no good, but a foul's called. They're going to get Tyler Mahaffey on the foul here, and it's starting to feel like the Broome's got this one secure, Mitch.
And that missed layup at the other end right there, that's a killer. I know they have the size, but you got to find a way to draw the foul, perhaps, or find a way to get that ball on the hoop.
We'll talk to Ben Martin if the Centurions can pull this one out after the game. Free throw is no good from Jarius Jeter, keeping the Eagles' chances alive. So still 45-38, a minute 39 to go. Jarius Jeter, second attempt at the free throw line. It's good. He goes 1 for 2 there on that trip. Inbound pass to Tate. 46-38, a minute and a half to go. Tate gets it to Duran. Duran breaks the press. Three-pointer on the way for Chesnee. No good. That comes from the freshman, Elijah Means. And now there's going to be a foul called against Broome, or on Broome, if you will. A 1-and-1 opportunity. They're going to call Keonta O'Fair with a foul, and that'll put Chesnee at the free throw line, 1-and-1. Broome's still giving Chesnee time to get back in this game. An 8-point lead, a minute and a half to go. Can they do it?
Yeah, putting them at the foul line is something you do not want to do. You want to avoid silly fouls. I know you're trying to make a play, but you're putting them at the line for these free ones, and that's his first miss in 9 attempts.
Yeah, missed there by Tate, Desmond Tate for the Eagles.
I should say his last 9 attempts.
That's right.
8 of 14 from the line.
He's been good second half. I'll tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to Dawson Williamson, who, as I've talked about several times, is playing a position he's not assigned to. He's not a point guard. As the second free throw is no good. He's had to come in as a point guard tonight and play that position, and he's done a very good job of doing that, especially in the second half. Jansen Reeder has the ball, trying to get through the defense, kicks it out. David Miller. Pump fakes from three-point land. Dribbles, passes it to Khalil Stringer, top of the key. Pick set by Miller. Miller trying to get a foul call. Another pick set by Miller. A nice move by Stringer to the glass. No good. Putback shot no good from Jarius Jeter, but there is a foul call. So a minute to go in regulation. It's 46-38. I believe Broome has got this one, Mitch, in the bag. .60 seconds. Jarius Jeter at the free throw line, trying to make this a 10-point ball game. First free throw is no good, so it remains 46-38. Now, the best they can do is 9 points if they can make this one.
It's going to be really tough, though, for Chesnee. There's not a good outside shooting team, and they're going to have to hit some threes if they're going to get back into it.
Second free throw is good. That'll make it 47-38. Timeout call, the last one for Broome. We'll keep it here. 47-38 is the score. 60 seconds to go in regulation. It's a pretty good game for the first game of the season we've called here on Fox Sports 1400 And Spartanburg, a nice way to open up the season with a good game here at Chesnee.
Yeah, I mean, in the third quarter, we seen Broome pull away a little bit, but this Chesnee team did not quit. They didn't back down. They just kept fighting, and they're chipping away in this game. They're down 9 with a minute left, and the missed free throws are, I think, the story of why this team is behind right now.
Yeah.
And like I just said, they still have a minute left. They're going to have to hit some threes, though, and that's something I don't think they made a three all night.
I'll tell you what, also, when we listened to Ben Martin this morning on Bump and Run, he talked about how Chesnee's a team that just doesn't give up. They always fight back, they fight back, they fight back. And he hit the nail on the head because they have done just that. Coming up a little bit short tonight is Broome's probably going to get this victory unless we see something crazy happen. But Zeke Blackwell will have the inbound pass for the Eagles. He'll get it into Dawson Williamson. Trying to break the press, under a minute to play. 9-point game, Chesnee trailing. They have yet to get it into the front court, and this is probably going to be an 8-second violation. Nope, Broome's going to steal it. Jansen has the ball. Nice moves by Jansen Reeder, who gives a nice pass to Jarius Jeter. 2 more points to tack on for the Centurions. Here comes Williamson up the floor for Chesnee. An open lane for him. Layup good. He answers. What a second half and a heck of an effort by Dawson Williamson. 49-40, 24 seconds on the clock. Jansen Reeder, top of the key. And Coach Pitt not happy because his guys weren't really attacking the ball. And I guess, I don't know if he wanted them to foul or what, but I think it's a little too late to start fouling in this situation. I think he just wanted them to put pressure on the ball.
Now, that's a face I've seen several times. I got yelled at like that a few times to pressure the ball. That's very familiar. I have flashbacks right now watching.
You played under Coach Pitt, so you know. So first free throw is no good from Khalil Stringer. 49-40 remains the score. 18 seconds to go. Again, reminder, we will have an interview with head coach of the Centurions, Ben Martin, after this contest. Free throw is good on the second. 10-point game. Inbound pass to Williamson. Williamson is going to have it knocked out of bounds. And it'll be the Chesnee Eagles who inbound it here with 16 seconds to go. Zeke Blackwell inbounds it here. He gets it, tries to get it to Dawson Williamson, is knocked out of bounds by Broome. Still Chesnee basketball. So Dawson will have another inbound pass here coming. Trying to get some movement. Dawson inbounds it. Top of the key, close to the free throw line, to the half-court line. Tate drives, his shot's blocked. Rebound goes to the Eagles. Three-pointer up and no good from Mari Phillips. And Broome's going to have the ball, dribble into the front court. 2 seconds, and that will do it. 50-40 is the final score. And the Centurions are going to come away with a victory. And what a game. What a way to kick off the 2017-2018 basketball season here at Chesnee High School between Broome and Chesnee. Broome came down. Hey, Mitch. Get Mark. Excuse me. Broome came down and was obviously the favorite, if you would, coming into the game. But they're doing a great job so far this season. And now we're going to get Coach Martin on here with us after the 50-40 win over the Chesnee Eagles. And Coach, glad to have you on. Congratulations first on a great victory, 50-40. Talk about that effort in the second half by Chesnee. They came back, and it almost seemed like if they had a little more momentum and a little more points, it might have been a closer ball game.
And I tell you what, it got closer than what I wanted it to. You know, give them credit. They came out all night, and they fought, and they played, and they kept making it a ball game. I thought in the third quarter we started out real well. We got the momentum. I think we got up, it was either 18 or 20, and then I made a couple subs, and then before I knew it, you know, it was a 12-point ball game, 10-point ball game, 8-point ball game. We were back in a dogfight.
Well, Coach, when you have the combination of Khalil Stringer and Jarius Jeter, you know, we talked about during region play, when you guys get into region play, those two right there are going to be hard to stop. You got to like the way they played tonight. The only thing I said about those guys was they got to control the basketball a little more because their points, they can have as many as they want if they can control the basketball.
Right. They can. You know, Juice is really an undersized post player, but he gets up off the floor so well, and he's so strong. He's able to control his body. And, you know, in 4 and 5 for me can really go in Keontae and David.
Absolutely.
And, you know, Dave was saddled with foul trouble.
Yeah.
But he still ended up having a great night.
Well, he had a big momentum change.
Yes,
David Miller did.
He did. And, you know, when you're able to put him at the front of your track, it just caused a lot of trouble because you make one bad pass and he turns it into a dunk.
Yeah.
And that's fun. And you know, Keontae really didn't have his best game, but he's usually another 10 and 8 guy for me.
Mm-hmm. But Coach, the all-around effort we were we thought was very impressive, especially with the two I talked about, Stringer and Jeter. What do you look for to improve on after tonight's performance?
Well, I would like to continue to improve on taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
We turn it over at some bad times. We make it up on the defensive end, but just think if we were able to not give the easy points to the opposing team, you know, where we give the ball up right at half court and it just leads into an easy layup, or we foul. You know, the next thing, I also think we foul too much. We put teams on the line way too much. And then third, you know, we've got to start developing some kids off the bench that are ready when they come in. Not ready tonight, not ready tomorrow. It's got to be consistent. But really, Khalil has led us from day one this year, both in the weight room and out on the court, and he's been strong, and he was strong again tonight. You know, we gotta look for more ways to be able to involve him.
Coach, what's your upcoming schedule look like?
We got Boiling Springs on Friday night. And then next week we got SCA and Union.
Okay.
And then we're off until the Chesnee tournament over Christmas break.
So you'll be back at Chesnee.
Yes.
Christmas break. Good stuff.
Yep, we open up with Berea that first game, so that should be a pretty good one.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
That's Coach Ben Martin after the 50-40 win for the Centurions as they get the win over Chesnee here at Chesnee High School. And we appreciate everybody joining us tonight as Mitch jumps back in here with us. And Mitch, you talk about with Coach impressive effort. They just got to control the ball a little bit better, because if they can control the ball a little bit better, it may not be close late in the ball game.
Yeah, I just think it was a situation where the players were trying to be a little unselfish, share the love with their teammates a little bit, and tried to make 1 or 2 extra passes that just did not need to be there when they already had a good look at the rim. You know, that's something simple to clean up.
Yep.
And I think for the most part in the second half, or at least in that third quarter, we saw them clean that up. They started just to finish around the rim. They got back to it a little bit in the fourth, kind of opened the door back for Chesnee.
Well, back to my point in the pregame show, I'd still like to see these two teams play once Chesnee's fully loaded, because I think it'd be a much closer game. I think Chesnee would have a little bit more power, a little bit more force to have their horses. Nate Lamb would be back. Alexander and Smith would be back. So I think it'd be a good matchup. May see it in the Christmas tournament. You never know. So we appreciate everybody joining us. And you know what? What a good game to start the 2017 season. So that'll do it from Chesnee High School. Again, the final score 50-40 as the Broome Centurions get the victory tonight over the home-standing Chesnee Eagles. The Broome Centurions off to a nice start. Again, the final score 50-40. Broome on top. For Alex Smith back in the Beacon Drive-In studios, Mitch the intern, I'm Cole Bryson. Thank you for joining us tonight on 98.3 FM, Fox Sports 1400 WSBG.
Listening to Fox Sports Spartanburg's exclusive coverage of high school basketball. To see the complete schedule of games airing here on Fox Sports 1400 and 98.3 FM, visit our website at SpartanburgSportsRadio.com. We now join our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
I thought the broadcast last night did a good job of pointing out the rules changes that have come about because of hits in Steelers-Bengals games in past years. Hines Ward comes to mind.
I want to take this one step further before we move on. I'm hoping John Gruden comes out of the booth. I hope he comes out of the booth. I think he's a football coach. He's a great broadcaster, but he's a coach. It's in his DNA. Mm-hmm. I felt like he was a coach last night. I just